Look at that trailer. It's, let me set this stuff down here. Saturday, June 18th, we're back here in the kitchen remodel house. Let's go inside. Let's take a look and see where we are. Got a little bit of lumber on my truck. Have a little more drywall in the back of here. And where are we? Oh, did I already tell you it was Saturday, June 18th? It's kind of early in the morning, so I'm not quite awake yet. I was out of town this last week until late Thursday night doing some cabinet work in the cabin up near Yosemite, California. You guys have seen that cabin before. It's probably been a couple of years. I think it's been 2 years since I've been up there. But I've posted a handful of videos. Little house. Let's go inside. Let's take a look. This was a little tricky just because I'm like anal about details and exactness, and I don't like callbacks, and I don't like not passing inspections. But I think it came out right. I demoed this wall. I could not remove this one. This is an original 2x4. I'll show you on the other side what this 4-pack here is supporting. You remember the old, see this bump out here and the carpet tacks? That's where the old wall heater used to sit. That's now in the garage. And then they had come through and they had notched the top plate a good 80% to fit the vent pipe. There's the vent pipe, right? So I probably could have cobbled together something since that's such a short span, and I could have just rigged some system in there and passed, but rigging is not how I do things. So I carefully sectioned this end piece on the top plate right here. That's the end of a tubifer, so that was already cut for me. That was easy. And then I came through on the bottom. I staggered the seams because that's what you want to do. It gives you more strength. And then I brought it out over. And I'll show you the other side here. I'm happy those boys got that done. Let me open some shutters in here and get some natural light. All right. I like these boys. I told you these electricians are sharp. They clean up after themselves. I dig it because I was out of here about an hour before they were, because I had an engagement last night I had to get to, so I was out of here by 4 o'clock or so. And I went to grab a broom and they were like, no, get out of here, go away, we'll clean up. And they did great. I think they did just fine. So that's how that top plate laid out. And this is why I couldn't pull this tubifer out. That's an old one. And that's why I sandwiched the other two on either side. These are notched, if you remember. The cut doesn't go all the way through, but I had to capture because these were notched. I captured them with 2 complete tubifers. This is a load-bearing wall. There's a beam there, you can see. So that's how that laid out. Excuse me. The only thing I have left to do today is pin the 2x4 down to the sill plate. I didn't have my hammer drill with me to drill it out. I have to drill a hole in the concrete because these are concrete floors, if you remember. But I'll do that today. I'll put a couple pins in there. That'll make that happy, and that will be code compliant. Over here, I opened this wall up. The only thing, if you remember, we're taking the doorway open to here, right? The old doorway stopped here. They had an ironing board in here. The original header went across the ironing board. That's a 2x10. That's not a 2x8. I don't know why they wrote 2x8 on there. I don't know. It's 2x10. Who cares? The inspector, I think I mentioned this in the previous video, didn't like the single 2x8. So, and I did remove the 2x4 that was here, because if you remember there was a horizontal piece here, and this cripple stud here only went to the 2x4. And for this, it has to touch from there to the sill plate to be okay. So I'm going to leave this leg alone. I'm going to come in with a Sawzall and I'm going to carefully cut all the nails to pull this whole header out, pull this out, and then I'll reuse that same header. Because I know that one's dry, I know that one's as straight as this opening, and then I'll sandwich on the 2x8, or 2x10, excuse me, that's sitting on my truck, and then use this 3/8 plywood right there to go in between the sandwich to space it out so it's an actual 3.5 inches. And that's all I want to get done today. This is not affecting the Sparkies in any way. But I figure I'll have about a half day here, hopefully less, and then Monday I'm somewhere else. I'll let the Sparkies do their work, but they've been banging it out. Boom, plugs, plugs, plugs everywhere. And then the Sparkies were busy, like I said. Looky here, we've got AC smoke detectors. They had a little fellow with them yesterday that crawled through, because I don't know if I showed you, but there's maybe 24 inches of crawl space. And they had him go through, crawled around the attic. You see he stepped on it. You see the bubs right here? Those are the nails that got knocked down. He must have put some weight on the sheetrock. I didn't notice that before. See, like right here, right there. And that was where he was working, so probably wasn't as careful as he should have been. And there should be one more. I'm not sure why they closed all the doors. Yeah, and then one more smoke detector in here. We're gonna get cutting here, and I'll bring you back when we're all done, and then that'll be the update for Saturday, June 18th. Turn off my ears. These are actually very nice earbuds. They are noise filtering, reducing. There it goes. Turn this off. You keep the music at a very low level with these, and it really takes, seems like all the ambient outside noise. Anyway, it's good for your ears. Where are we at? We're thirsty right now is what we're at. Hold on a sec. That took way less time than I thought it would. Yeah, I got like an hour and 45 minutes in today. That's how the header came out. I put the 3/8 inch plywood spacers sandwiched in between this new 2x10, which you're looking at right now. And then that's all held together with tight bond glue and framing nails. Anyway, it's stronger when you sandwich it this way than if I were just to use a regular dimensional piece of lumber. 2x10 by, what is that, 57 or 59 inches, 58 inches? Yeah, I grabbed the shop vac, cleaned up for the boys a little bit. I didn't get crazy because I know there will be more dust, but it just makes the place look better, a little classier. If the owner were to stop by, I just prefer it to look like a professional work site, job site. That's not have any trip hazards. That's it, man. I'm out of here for today, Saturday. I'm gonna go home and play with the bees a little bit. I have a prior engagement scheduled for tonight. See if I can get this video up before I gotta go. All right, now I have to go. Know what I mean? I like it, man, I like it. All right, let's turn everything off. I'm gonna call that a wrap. All right, catch you guys the next time. Gotta go, gotta run. See ya. All right, here's a postscript. This is how screwed up I am. I'm just sitting here admiring my work. Will I leave it? Damn it. Come here, buddy. First. Say goodnight, Gracie.